All right, on today's 30-minute mechanic, we're going to reroute some power on the Red 83 here and see if maybe it'll light off. So buckle up, let's go. All right, as you might remember, I had some trouble with not having spark in this thing, and I was about to pull my hair out because I couldn't figure out why the distributor was not, I wasn't getting any spark at the plug wire. I clip onto one and I'd get nothing. I even put the distributor, I even bench tested the distributor over there, had spark, put it back in the engine, in the car, and had no spark. And what I've determined is that, okay, my ignition's pulling power off the old starter solenoid. No big deal. Okay, back up. Power comes from the battery. The main cable goes under to the starter, and then there's a cable from the starter that comes up to this old starter solenoid. It has a new style starter that has a solenoid on it. So all this does is energize this brown wire to activate the solenoid on the starter. So, and then power for the rest of the car all comes off of here too. And then our relay module right here takes power from there. Now, I tested this distributor. We had sparks. You probably saw the short sparks shooting everywhere, lightning shooting. And just for grins, I took an alligator clip deal and went from the battery, just jumpered battery power here straight to the battery. And then I hit the button and the thing tried to start up. So for some reason, when it's trying to crank, I guess we're not getting enough voltage here to keep the relay latched or something. I don't know. Something's weird. So what we're going to try to do today is we're going to take off this big cable right here that goes down to the starter. We're going to disconnect that. We're going to add a cable and go directly to the battery so that all of this stuff over here is powered directly to the battery and not going to the starter first. And if that gives me spark again, I will run it neater and zip tie it all up. But for now, I'm just going to run a cable over there and see if that fixes what my problem is. Okay, 9/16. Just that guy right there. Move that for a moment. You try to do all this nice and neat and logically, and then it doesn't work. You're just like, I don't get it. Why does it not work? I need some electrocutal tape. So I'm going to kind of wrap this end up just a little bit here. Now, y'all probably can't hear that, but where I'm at, the wind outside is blowing like crazy. And it sounds like the roof of my shop is going to blow off in a couple of places. I don't think it's going to, but It sounds like it might. We're going to tape this one up too, because this will be temporarily. That'll be energized, and I don't want it. I don't want it touching nothing. So what we're going to do is take this cable. I thought I had another end, and I can't find it. So we're going to have to figure something out once we get over there. We're going to stick that guy right there. Maybe. Put that dude back on. That on there temporarily. I'm going to leave that disconnected. All right, this cable. Now, since I don't have an end on it, I may have to just strip this and tuck it into that. I think that's what I'll do temporarily. But I gotta have a tool because I'm never prepared. Never. All right, I'm back. Now this thing's broke right here, so I'm gonna have to replace this anyways. But for now, what I'm gonna do is move things so I won't trip over stuff. I need a box knife. Box. Okay, we're gonna trim this guy here. May need to trim a little more than that. Let's go back about that much more. And this is just run-of-the-mill welding cable. And yes, it's black. I don't care. Whatever. It's a bummer that's broke. Stop! It's broke, but it'll work for now. Move that up. What we're going to do is stick these two guys somehow in there together. And of course, like I said, this is just temporary. Long as it has juice. Oh no! Really what I should do. That in first. That one in. That one in. And then I'll tighten these up. It's going to be kind of messy, but doesn't matter. Long as the electrons go to the appropriate places. Okay, that ought to work. That ought to do what we want to do, maybe. Okay, got a big cable connected over there instead of going all the way. Well, starter power goes to there, to the starter, and then power for the rest of the car goes through this cable over to there. So should be pretty good to go. Let's plug our distributor in here. Really should get the proper plug for this. Oh my gosh, come back here. There. Okay, that's plugged. Let's go move that out of the way. I'm gonna go grab a battery. Okay, I'm back with the battery. And we're gonna hook up that one right here. Again, this dude's broke right here, so I mean, you can't get it super tight, but you can get it snug. And then we're going to flip that out of the way. And then our other cable go right here. Okay. And like always, go ahead and hook the jump box up. Like I normally do. Now, okay, that's not touching anything. Power goes to there. We don't have our button connected to anything. It's for tickles. I don't know if I can hook that on there or not. Just can, yeah. Okay, let's see if this, well, you know, it ain't gonna work unless I turn the ignition on, though. Okay, ignition should be hot. And let's do a little squirt, squirt, squirt. Nothing. Again, still. What is happening? Power off. Let's watch. Let's watch our. Where's that one? I got a blue light over there. Let's watch it when we hit the button. Stays on. Okay. Well, that was not expected. Completely unexpected. Between the ground. It's hooked on there. Let's pull this dude out. Flip on our ignition. See if we have juice. Okay, we got 12 volts there. Yay. That's touched nothing. That's really weird. Weird, wild stuff. I 100% thought that was fixing to work. Did not. Did not work. Well, let's just do it like this. Okay, we got juice there. We're just gonna hot wire, just like we did the other day, straight to the battery. Okay, our ignition should be on right now. Nothing. Whoa. What's happening? Well, take 12 or 14 or 1,000 or something. Trying a different scenario here. It's really strange. It's strange because with 12 volts hooked directly to the distributor, that thing should make sparks. I mean, just like it did over on the bench. And like it did the other day. But it did not want to do that. Does not want to do that today. Leave my button. Turn the jump box on. Get rid of another piece of ancient sticky tape. Oh no, the piece that was on the floor is gone. Must be on my shoe. Like that to there. Actually, we can just, well, let's eliminate this as a source of strange activity as well. That's straight over there. Okay, power to distributor. Gosh, dog. That was hot. Why did I do that? That was not what I was expecting to see. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Okay. I got my alligator clip here touching the intake manifold just a second ago. Whew, that was unexpected. Okay, now that touched that injector bong. Okay, let's see if this works. Nothing. Okay. And disconnect that. Probably just fried everything. This has been a terrible episode. Terrible. Okay. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. We're going to go back to our setup that basically tried to work the other day. Everything's back the way it was. I've attached power to the, I'm not going to let that touch the intake this time because that was bad news. Okay, we have juice. Everything's on. Ignition basically should be on, unless we blew it up when we did that. I don't know. Let's find out. Nothing. Nada. No sparky spark. Okay. This is beginning to really annoy me. You know, Old Derek at Vice Grip Garage says, help me understand. And you know what? That's where I'm at right now, is help me understand. Although I wouldn't think sparking that would kill that thing. I mean, it didn't work. It hadn't worked yet today, even though it did the other day. So I don't know what I did differently. Nothing. Checked everything. Everything should be good to go. I'm failing at basic car ignition systems. We're gonna fix it. We got a fix for that. Now I do have a fix. But before I do a fix, before I kind of fill you in on that, let's do a little double checking here. Good on continuity. Is that, which one's ground? Where's the groundy ground? Okay, distributor is grounded. So that's the one thing I wanted to make sure, that for some reason it was not grounded to the block. Now, we just jammed some butt connectors in here. That has continuity side to side. That is continuity side to side. And we know we have power. We know we have continuity from here over to there. So, okay. On to the solution. Maybe. Okay. You ever had one of those days where you pretty much know where something is, and you go right to where you think it is, and it's not there. And then you're just left in a tailspin trying to figure out which way is up. Okay, so the way we're going to fix this, hopefully, knock on wood, is we're going to just stop with the HEI module, I guess. HEI type deal. And what we're going to do is switch. This came as a recommendation to me. Is switch to an XL DFI 300 plus. This is a multi-spark ignition box. Comes with a coil and a wiring harness. And there's a harness. Wiring harness, coil, whole 9 yards. It is multi-spark like an MSD. It has a rev limiter in it, which is good. So we're gonna put that dude in there. Now I have a TFI distributor here, which I could trigger it from. TFI has a Hall effect pickup inside there, and you can provide power to the TFI module, and then use just the PIP out signal to trigger the ignition. It would be locked out at whatever degree you set it at. But I could do that. What I was looking for was a Durspark distributor I have around here somewhere. Or at least I thought I still had it around here somewhere. I don't know where it went. But my initial thought was just use a regular Ford Durspark. That way I'd have mechanical advance and vacuum advance. And then I could tailor the advance curve to what I want to do. That's what we did in Judd's Galaxy. And that car starts now. I mean, you hit the key, and as long as it hadn't been sitting for 6 months, you hit the key and that thing lights off. It's pretty awesome. I'm very, very pleased with how it starts. And that's the way I want this car to work. And so I'm just going to kind of mimic probably what we did with that. If I can't find my Durspark distributor, I could use that, or I could just get one because they're cheap. They're super cheap. So anyways, that's that's where we're headed, I think. I just have to find places to mount both of those two dudes under the hood. I really wish the other one would at least work to get the thing running, but gosh, that I don't know why it's not working. And I'm to the point where I just want to change everything and do it and do it right. Not that the AGI is wrong. I use those forever, but for some reason they are giving me fits right now, and I don't know why. So, anyways, also, I don't think these are manufactured any longer, and you'll find them. They'll be called Thunder. I think what's that thing say? Thunder Sport ignition system. It comes with plugs. This particular one I think is set up with connectors for a Honda, or it'll just plug and play into a Honda. But the ignition box is the same regardless. You just have to change the connectors or wire it in how you want it. Not a big deal. They're really inexpensive, and from what I understand, they work really well. So if you don't mind it saying Thunder Sport ignition on there, it's a great choice. I mean, this one's got all the doodads, connectors, screws, whatever. Even got different coil wires here that you can make up and put in. So get all the pieces. CDI ignition, I mean, it works like an MSD. I think I said it's multi-spark at low RPM like an MSD, so that should help light this sucker off and make it run. All right. That's going to do it for 30-Minute Mechanic today. Kind of a disaster of a day in the shop. I've been gone. I've been out of town, and I'm really excited about getting back in the shop, and I get out of here and basically the wheels just fall off everything. Nothing works like I think it to. But I decided to make a video anyways because that's how some days go. Some days you just feel like you're running around in circles and you don't get anything accomplished. But I guess failure is still instructive in its own right. So you fail, then you figure things out. We're going to back up and change out and just go to a normal style ignition and go on our merry way. Hopefully that'll work just fine. I can figure out why it doesn't get power. I don't understand that, but whatever. Check the description. Check out my friends' channels. I know Ed has a new video out on vacuum headlights on his Corvette. I watched that last night. So anyways, like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. Bye.